Now, normally, I don't really like speaking on celebrity stuff because we don't know these people. We don't know the ins and out of their situation. But it's just been everywhere when it comes to Latto being pregnant with 21 Savage, a Savage 21. And I feel like the topic opens up so many doors in the general public, regular day-to-day people. And I see that a lot of people are trying to like make excuses for the whole situation. He may be married, he may not. And I feel like whether he's married or not, I feel like what we fail to do, what we fail to talk about in this generation is, why would you want to procreate and create a family without the ultimate commitment, marriage? Now, I understand some people don't believe in marriage. They say marriage is just a piece of paper. It's not important, yada, yada, yada. But I do feel like it is important because you have certain rights to somebody when you're married that you don't have rights to if you guys are just together. Now, there is a such thing as common law, but every state is different. But honestly and truthfully speaking, when you don't have that commitment and you don't have a man to say that he really wants you and he really loves you and he wants to spend the rest of his life with you, most of the time, I know that it may seem long, but being with somebody for 5 years, with somebody for 10 years may seem like a long time, but in hindsight, it's not, because your kid is going to forever be here. You can dissolve a marriage, okay? You guys don't have to stay together, but your kid will always be here. And I don't know anybody, correct me if I'm wrong, that wants to go through life without a father. Go through life with watching their mom be heartbroken, bitter, mad, and angry that she's now having to take on the full responsibility. Now we grow to accept it. We grow to say, you know what, fine, I didn't have a daddy this whole time. Why would I continue? Or I see my mom struggling, being a single parent. Why? Like, it is what it is. She did her thing. I turned out fine. But nobody voluntarily says that they don't want to have a two-parent household. And I feel like nobody thinks about the kid and what was going to happen to the child and what heartbreak it will come with creating a broken home. Because on some real stuff, what we don't talk about is most of the time, a man really don't care about... A lot of men do not care about being with a woman. If they don't really see marriage with her, they don't care. They'll still wreck your life. And what I mean by that is a lot of men care to have a seed by a woman that is attractive, that is sexy. They care about their gene pool being procreated with another fine woman, okay? Because most of the time, another thing that's not talked about is if the baby comes out to where they don't feel like the baby is handsome or beautiful, 9 times out of 10 they dip. If they feel like the child has challenges or could be autistic, they dip and leave you with the child. But if the child comes out looking exactly how they want it to be, acting exactly how they want it to, they'll stay. But that doesn't mean they'll stay with you, though. But they'll stay. Also, a lot of times men will have a baby with a fine woman just so they can keep tabs, take you off the market, or just say that they had a baby by you and they had you first. And it will make it hard for you to move on with somebody that will cherish you. Listen, men are built different. They're not emotional like we are. They don't view life in the same way that we are because it's been proven. Men are built different than women. So a man doesn't care to waste 9 years of his life. He does not care to waste 5 years of his life. Men care about something totally different than what women care about. And I'll tell you straight up, no woman is going to want to create a baby with a man that they don't want to see life with. They don't. And it's like, men, they not thinking about spending the rest of their life with you. Men already know if they want to marry you, commit to you, all of that. They already know. Whether they tell you, though, that's the trick. That's what you got to figure out. That's why they be trying to tell women, please wait till marriage or take your time with a man. But we all grown. Everybody has their own little thing. Some people just like to have sex before marriage. It is what it is. But just think about procreating. But just think about having a full commitment A lifetime commitment, a lifetime membership subscription, whatever you want to call it, child with a man. Because I'm telling you, a man is not going to be as heartbroken as you if they got to take care of that child to be a single parent. And 9 times out of 10, he going to sit there and marry the woman that he want. And when he get the woman that he want, it ain't going to take him 6 to 9 years to put a ring on it. It'll probably take within 2 weeks to put a ring on it. He'll hurry up and move her in and probably get her pregnant real quick, real fast. And then there you go. You got to deal with having a blended family. And people don't talk about the stress that comes with blended family and the stress that comes with sitting up here playing in your face and then you turn around and see him commit with another woman or create another broken home with another woman. So then now you sitting up here, he got 5 baby mamas and all y'all don't like each other, including him. But y'all all related because of the... And there's so many layers to this conversation too. Because as much as we like to admit that a man is a provider, the woman literally... or like since he's a provider he runs a household, but no, it's the women, because women have more leverage. I promise you that. And we as women, we're not innocent either, because half the time, okay, we know how to seduce a man, we know how to keep a man in our in our space, knowing that we shouldn't, you know. And even when he says that he doesn't want to commit to us fully, even when he says that he doesn't see kids or future, will still somehow some way seduce him so that he will put a baby in us, so that he will be stuck with us, trap us, all of that, you know. And we will make sure that the man, make it real hard for the man to leave, because as women, we know how to get a man. We do. Because I've been a victim of this too. When you know a man trying to leave, you know a man trying to like make his exit, you don't want it to be. So you do everything that you got to do to keep that man there. You be like, let the games begin. Because if you think it's that easy to walk away from me, bet, run it up. And it never ends in a good way. No matter how much we try to prove that it's going to end right, it never ends good, because at the end of the day, the union should never happen. Like, just imagine if we actually waited till marriage. Imagine how many men would have never made the first base with us. Imagine how many exes we wouldn't have. Imagine how different our life would be if we actually weed out the good and took our time to really find a person that truly loves us. Because, listen, a 2-parent household is nice. It's real nice. Being able to have 2 active parents without the drama is nice, because every relationship, every marriage don't last, but for some reason, somehow, marriage just got swept under the rug, or it's not as important as it used to be. And I still feel like marriage should be on the table. Marriage should be serious, because nobody got time for broken families, broken relationships, heartbreak. Because heartbreak will set you back so many years, set you back on so many things that you can accomplish because you're heartbroken. And being a single parent is hard. Now, it is still rewarding, and your child is still a blessing. Don't ever get that mistaken. And being a single parent will put fire under you to where you'll sit there and become a business owner, make real money, know how to hustle, know how to problem solve. But it's still just nice to have. That extra support 24/7. Because I'm telling you, raising a child with a man that's going to be present from start to finish is way easier, way more peaceful, and way more structured, and just all around better than to sit there and try to do it single parent and co-parenting. Because on some real stuff, a lot of people don't even want to heal their childhood trauma, don't even want to sit there and have uncomfortable conversations. They don't want to sit there and compromise, and they don't want to sit there and be like, okay, you can have him for this week, I'll have him for that week. A lot of people do not like the company that you keep if you move on and get with somebody new. They make it hard for that. So it's just easier when it's just you and that person raising that child. But to each his own. It's just, I feel like at least we should just wait till marriage, but everybody ain't gonna do that. So, hey, if you don't want to wait till marriage, at least wait tell marriage to have kids. At least wait. Because think about what your kid gotta go through. They already gotta go through hell. They already going through trials and tribulations when they get brought into this crazy ass world. And already home foundation is fucked. Like, we already got so much pinning against us in this world, and you want to bring a child in with a messed up foundation. Just please think about your kids, please, because I promise you, I'll go back to what I said. I ain't never sat down and had someone tell me that they ain't want a father. Now I had someone accept the fact that they don't have a father, accept all the things they go through not having a father, and not having a 2-parent household. But I ain't never heard nobody that was like, I was happy I never had that.